Today I'll be reacting to your Friday Night SmackDown hot takes. Every week after SmackDown, I ask you over on X at Conman167 to submit your hot takes, your bold predictions, your thoughts, or whatever else you may have on the show. And this week's SmackDown was a doozy. A lot happened. Solo Sikoa demanded that both Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso acknowledge him by the end of the night. Jey Uso showed up on the blue brand but did not completely align with Roman and Jimmy. The Motor City Machine Guns made their official WWE debut. Lash legend picked up the biggest win of her career. And Candace scored one of the most shocking victories of 2024. But we'll talk about this and more, so before we begin, make sure you leave a like on this video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, turn those notifications on, and keep coming back every single day because we upload wrestling videos every single day. Alright, let's get into this thing. We are getting a dream match next week. I still can't believe that Motor City Machine Guns are in WWE. Yes, the Motor City Machine Guns are officially in WWE, and oh my god, did they look great in their first match. This has been a long time coming. Like, the Motor City Machine Guns legitimately have been one of the best tag teams on planet Earth for the better part of the last decade. And it's been a damn shame that they haven't actually been able to be in WWE. Alex Shelley got a brief moment in NXT a few years ago, but other than that, the Motor City Machine Guns have never graced the main roster of WWE. And now that they're here, we are able to get so many dream matches from them. And one of those dream matches we're getting is DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns literally next week on Friday Night SmackDown. If you think back to NXT Black and Gold and you think about the idea of DIY taking on Motor City Machine Guns, that is one of those matches that people would have literally classified as a dream match. And here we are getting it for free on SmackDown in 1 week's time. This match is gonna slap, and there's so many other matches that the Motor City Machine Guns could have. Like, right off the top of my head, them versus the Bloodline would be amazing. Of course, them versus the Street Profits one-on-one would be incredible. But then you look at Pretty Deadly, they would be an excellent tag team to go up against Motor City Machine Guns, and there is so many other tag teams across WWE. If we look at the Raw side of things, them versus Judgment Day would be great. Them versus the Final Testament or AOP I think would be very entertaining. And if they ever wanted to send them to NXT, I would love to see Motor City Machine Guns versus Fraxium for the NXT tag team titles. With there being so many great matches available for the Motor City Machine Guns, it makes you wonder, should they push them to the moon? Should they actually have them be the team to take the tag team titles away from the Bloodline? I mean, it could legitimately happen. We could actually see the Bloodline lose their tag titles to the Motor City Machine Guns. And if that did happen, that would establish them as legitimately one of the top tag teams in the world in 2024. That is literally the whole reason why Motor City Machine Guns are here in WWE. They want to prove to the world that they are amongst the best tag teams in the world, and taking the titles away from the Bloodline would certainly be an easy way to establish themselves as a top act. Metaphor being introduced to the main roster progressively is a brilliant idea. Their present feud with Damage Control will elevate them to great heights and let the main roster crowd know just how good they are. Okay, I'll go ahead and say it. Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson are the next women's tag team champions. Everything about this tag team has been phenomenal since we started seeing them around the tag team titles. Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson have come a long way from their time in NXT, and now they look like two bona fide superstars ready for main roster action. Everything about them is working, from their look to their presentation to their mic skills to every little detail on the main roster so far. This tag team is flourishing in front of our very eyes. And this slow burn call-up for Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson is one of the best examples of WWE taking it slow and steady, but it actually paying off in the long run. They feel like a legitimate part of the women's tag team divisions right now, and actually a credible threat to the tag team titles. And with Lash Legend picking up a massive solo win over Piper Niven, you gotta wonder if WWE sees Lash Legend as an actual true future women's champion. No offense to Jakara, I think she's excellent, but Lash Legend is clearly being primed for the future. And that is really good news for this tag team, because you gotta start somewhere, and it's probably gonna begin with the women's tag team titles. Roman and Jimmy looking weak is a good thing. This will make us wrestling fans begging for someone to help them. And it's already working. Who would have thought that Roman Reigns would be this over as a babyface after literally holding down WWE for years? People booing him out of the arena, people refusing to acknowledge him, people throwing up the middle finger for him. Roman Reigns was not liked for a long time, and a lot of people were really tired of him. But now, after Roman Reigns dropped the belt to Cody and he went away for a little bit, and Solo Sikoa and the rest of the Temu bloodline decided to wreak havoc all over SmackDown, it has now gotten to the point where fans are ready to accept Roman Reigns as their tribal chief, as their one true chief. Not me, though. I'm always on Team Cody, baby.
You're lying.
But Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso really do need help. And let's face it right now, SmackDown is the same week after week. It's beatdown after beatdown. It's like missionary every single night. But it's making us care about Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso as the good guys in this story. It's making us want to see them succeed. It's making us all want to see Roman Reigns get back that Ula Fala, put it around his neck, and once again be acknowledged as the tribal chief. But he really does need some help, and there's only one man who can help him, and his name is Jey Uso. So Roman, like I said last time, all you gotta do is get this man a little bit of meat and cheese. Maybe take him out to the Waffle House, sit him down, tell him you're sorry, and then Jey Uso will be back on your side. Alright, enough's enough. Say you're sorry, Roman. Carmelo Hayes needs to win Game 7. Carmelo Hayes and Andrade have both benefited greatly from this feud against each other, but I don't actually think that this match needs a clean finish. The feud has elevated both stars to the mid-card level where they're credible threats to the United States Championship. Why would we end this with only one of them going over after we've already seen LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes one-on-one and Andrade versus LA Knight one-on-one as well? The logical step right here is to move towards a triple threat match and to have that triple threat match take place at Crown Jewel. LA Knight is going to be the special guest referee after all, and this match could easily end in a screwy finish, a DQ, or thrown out, or LA Knight just attacking both of them. And then once this leads to the championship match, there is the possibility that LA Knight could lose his United States title to one of Andrade or Melo without actually getting pinned. I still think LA Knight will retain the title, but hey, you never know. When all is said and done, I do wonder though if Andrade and Melo could work out as a tag team. The SmackDown tag division could use it. Wouldn't be the first time we saw a tag team formed out of facing each other for 7 matches. Throwback to the bar. Braun Breaker shouldn't win back the IC title on Raw. Bloodline should try to cost him, but Reigns and Jimmy help Jey. This would progress the story even more as it will prove to Jey that he can trust them once again, and it means more than words. Roman and Jimmy saving Jey Uso's Intercontinental title on Raw would be exactly what they need for Jey Uso to join them again. It's very easy to imagine how this could happen with the bloodline from Temu showing up and breaking down this entire match, being around the ringside, not allowing Jey Uso to actually focus on Braun Breaker in the ring. They could even show up at the very start of the matchup and allow Jey Uso to be distracted for the entire thing, giving Braun Breaker the edge, but in the end, with Roman Reigns returning, with Jimmy Uso returning, taking out everybody at ringside, that could open up an opportunity for Braun Breaker to be distracted, allowing Jey Uso to squirm out with the Intercontinental Championship. And this would also help build to a future dream match that I know a lot of people want to see. It's a big time matchup WWE has. Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns. Any chance that they get to sprinkle in a little seed right here with this feud, you gotta take it, because Roman versus Braun Breaker is a money match waiting to happen. And the cherry on top would be a big group hug to end Monday Night Raw with Jimmy, Roman, and Jey all together once again. That deserves a yeet. With Candace picking up the win, are they pushing her as a top star in the women's division? Candice LeRae benefited big time from this win over Bayley, and I do think it's going to lead to more TV time for her. Currently, Candice LeRae is the Speed Champion, and she is one of the most underutilized talents in all of WWE. She's so incredible at everything she does, and I hope that this is the first step to getting her on TV some more. By pinning Bayley, this has opened up a lot of new stories for WWE to move in, as Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell could easily feud with Bayley for the next little bit, as Bayley is kind of away from the title picture and is just about to be lost in the shuffle, which is something we definitely don't want to see happen. This would also get Indy Hartwell on TV some more, and that is always a great thing. So the idea of doing Indy Hartwell versus Bayley or Candace LeRae versus Bayley makes for some really intriguing TV matchups. Especially if we're also going to tell some sort of story of Bayley's downfall along the way, I am so here for it. Like, I've always wondered if Bayley and Damage Control would ever get the band back together. I know there's a lot of issues there, but now it looks like that they're both kind of alone. They are missing some people in that group, and I wonder if at some point Bayley revisits her team over on Monday Night Raw as Damage Control. Regardless, Candace LeRae getting a big time win on SmackDown is great for everybody involved, and I really hope that she continues to get lots of TV time. Austin Theory needs to turn face already. His heel run is getting more stale every week, and a face turn for him could do wonders. Austin Theory as a babyface is money. He's such a likable individual out of character. Any videos that I've seen of him online is so damn entertaining. He's funny, and he comes across far more natural as a good guy. That's probably because he's actually a good guy in real life, and the idea of having him feud with Grayson Waller, oh man, that could be really, really good television. Like, the pop we could get if Austin Theory turns on Grayson Waller at some point would be generational. All they have to do is build it up right. Now, I will say this though, if they are about to split Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, they gotta really make sure that they have a direction planned, because this feels like a tag team that could easily get split up and be lost in the shuffle. They were put together as a tag team to begin with because they were in danger of being lost in the shuffle. And having them feud against each other is obviously the natural direction to go if there is a fallout in the tag team, but what happens after that? If you were to tell me Austin Theory would go after the United States title or the Intercontinental Championship, or even be sent back down to NXT to go after the NXT title, I'd say, yeah, this makes a lot of sense and you should definitely split them. But if that isn't in your plans, then there's really no rush to take him out of this tag team and to turn him babyface. It's all about striking while the iron's hot, and if you can't capitalize on a babyface turn for Austin Theory, leave him heel. He can continue to get the heat. He can continue to put over the stars as they come on in, like Jelly Roll. Selling that chokeslam was amazing, but Austin Theory absolutely deserves a big babyface run in the future, and it needs to have championship gold. Pretty Deadly deserve a push on SmackDown. They have been consistent workers in WWE and would be a great heel tag team to contend with the Motor City Machine Guns. Absolutely, Pretty Deadly deserves far more respect. Look, they're a great tag team. They're hilarious both on the mic and in the ring. They have a great throwback gimmick, and they have a lot of untapped potential. Hell, I'll say it, they remind me of a young Edge and Christian. If you just go back in time and you watch some old stuff from Edge and Christian, you'll see exactly what it is I'm talking about. Their mannerisms are just like it, and I imagine that they've got a very, very bright future if that's an indicator of anything. Both Kit Wilson and Elton Prince are incredible talents, and I'm sure the tag team titles are coming into their future. They just have to be patient. There's no reason to send them back down to NXT. This is definitely an opportunity to move them up the card, and they would be a great foil for the Motor City Machine Guns. There is no question about that. Me when Khan finally acknowledges Roman. Look, I don't know why everybody thinks that I acknowledged Roman Reigns. Okay, everything that you see out there is 100% AI and Photoshop. Like, the technology in 2024 is insane. The fact that you people are somehow able to manipulate my body sitting here, right now, and throw my finger up in the sky, the fact that somehow you guys have photoshopped my arm above my head at some point, I don't know how you do it, but it needs to stop. All right, everything is AI, everything is photoshopped, everything is fake news. I do acknowledge Roman Reigns. And if my finger is ever gonna be in the sky, he's got to do a lot more than just run back and save Cody Rhodes. No. He's got to earn his keep, all right? He's got to make amends. He's got to apologize. He's got to take Jey Uso out to the Waffle House, all right? He's got to give that man everything that he wants. Yeet. You got to give him all the eggs. Yeet. All the bacon. Yeet. All the French toast. Yeet, eat. And of course, all the waffles. Man up. It's time to apologize to Jey Uso. But that is the hot takes here this week. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn those notifications on. And as always, I upload wrestling videos every single day, so make sure you keep coming back every single day. Take care, everybody. Have yourselves a great weekend.